All right, we're live. All right. Joined here with men's wrestling head coach Mike Mendoza, Taylor Doyle, Owen Klein. Coach, not to talk about the last weekend too much, but kind of give me a quick rundown on your Pueblo duel and then your Mines duel where you just came up short. Kind of how the overall weekend went for you guys.
Yeah, overall, I think didn't wrestle maybe our best. There's certainly some guys wrestled really well, but I think overall, when you wrestle a duel, you expect, and you expect the guys to wrestle great from top to bottom, or at least their best. And I think, we probably, maybe weren't at quite our best, but yeah, picked up a win at Pueblo, and then wrestled a tough Mines team, and fell short at Mines, but had some good matches, and then maybe could have had some better matches in there.
But moving forward, this is a big week. This is kind of like a mental preparing week. You have Battle in Bronson, then you move on to regionals after that. How big is this week going to be in getting you ready for that next step with regionals?
Yeah, I mean, it's just the next thing in front of us. I mean, it's just the next competition, really. It's the way we got to look at it. I mean, it's a good duel. It's a fun duel because it's Western, a good rival, and they'll bring a crowd, and hopefully we have a pretty big crowd, and usually our Battle in Bronson is. And so, yeah, I mean, we're thankful for Bank of Colorado being a sponsor for this event, and usually brings out quite a few people and makes it fun. It's a good environment. They wrestle hard, and we like to wrestle hard, so be good.
And then for both the wrestlers here, is there any significance with Battle in Bronson? I know it's your last home event of the year before you get on the road regionals and further on, but are you kind of looking forward to that one last time to be at home with the home audience and the lights and getting going for it?
Yeah, we didn't get to wrestle a ton at home this year, and I think that kind of sucks. I like being at home in front of our crowd. But I don't know if there's a ton of significance just because of the Battle of Bronson, but I'd say that because it is Western, it makes it a little more intriguing, right? We always want to beat Western, they're our rival. So, yeah, just looking forward to that. They have good guys, we have good guys. It'll be fun.
Battle in Bronson's always fun. Like, it's cool with the crowd and it's loud, but it's really just another day. Like, I'm excited to wrestle Western, and I'm just excited for the opportunity, and yeah, excited.
You guys have any memorable moments from Battle in Bronson in the past? I'm sure you do, Coach, but for anyone at the table, you guys have any moments that really stick out to you in the past during the Battle of Bronson?
Singing the national anthem. I'm actually a very good singer, and me and Doyle do a pretty good Battle in Bronson national anthem.
Yeah.
I can just think of, had to be 2 years ago, right, when Ruben won it. He got the big pin at the end.
Yeah.
That was a big one. I think, he got the body lock on the guy and then took him to his back. And I just remember everyone just jumping up right when he got the fall.
And then talking to you, Klein, you've kind of had two really big wins lately. You beat Cyrus Meeks from Pueblo, a national qualifier last year, and then you beat the number 11 ranked wrestler in the nation from Mines. Kind of talk about how you're riding that high right now. You're really feeling good in that wrestling, and how you want to move the momentum into this week.
Yeah, no, I feel like I've just really been having fun with it. Like, I just haven't been looking at anything like that. I don't really care who it is or whatever it is. Like, I just really want to go out there and have fun. I feel like I've been also drawn a lot closer to God, so just wrestling through him and just making him proud as well and having fun with my team.
And Coach, you handled Western pretty easily in December in a non-conference duel, but that was a little bit ago. Is there any lineup changes, or are there a couple of ways that might be key to the duel this week that you can think of?
Yeah, I mean, there's lineup changes. Certainly, we've had probably 17 different guys wrestle in matches over the season, and so this is going to be a different lineup for us, and maybe even a few different guys for them. But overall, about 6 or 7 of our 10 guys are the same guy. But yeah, it'll be a little bit different going into this weekend.
And then, Coach, for you, with wrestling especially, the season draws late. People get banged up a bit. How are you guys looking health-wise going into Battle in Bronson and then regionals later on?
Yeah, I mean, we have a few guys that maybe that are banged up and won't be wrestling, but they're working on getting healthy and getting ready for regionals. That's kind of the bigger thing. They maybe could try and step out there, but better to just kind of get where they need to be so they can be ready for regionals. Obviously, that's kind of the big focus, after this weekend. And so for those guys, a couple of them, they're a little bit. I feel like we've had a little bit more guys out banged up than normal, but it's part of it. But it just seems like it's all at once, for the last few duels. But we've had guys step up, so super proud of the guys that have stepped up. Keaton Young in the last couple of duels that stepped in for Alex Castaneda and went out there to compete. We tell these guys all the time, you got to be ready to go. You never know when you're going to be called up, and you got to be ready. And it's kind of it's great when you see guys that are ready to do that.
And then for you guys, as it's drawn later, are there any more nerves right now than compared to earlier parts of the season, getting ready for regionals and beyond?
I wouldn't say there's any more nerves. I think this will be a good last fun home duel. And then right now in the season, I think for all of us, it's just fine tuning the little things. I mean, we all know what we do and what we have success doing. So just, sharpening up the craft and getting ready to go for the big show.
Yeah, like what Doyle said, not making anything too big. It's just another day, and obviously there's more stakes, but it's just a wrestling match, and at the end of the day, it's just a game.
Lastly, for all you guys, with the battle in Bronson coming up against a really good opponent, how important is it for you guys for the city of Grand Junction to come out and really rally behind you?
Yeah, I think it's probably one of the best wrestling events you can go to, right? Just the crowd, and usually it's set up with one of our rivals, and so it's a fun environment. It usually gets pretty exciting, and I think the last, like Doyle said a couple years ago, when it came down to the last match, and sometimes it ends up that way. Usually with Western, it is a tighter duel, and it usually ends up being pretty exciting back and forth, and so a lot of action. Guys wrestle hard, and we like to wrestle hard, so it'll be fun in that way for a fan that maybe either is a wrestling fan or somebody that just enjoys maybe watching wrestling.
Yeah, I think it's important that Grand Junction comes out and supports us, because I know Western does, and we're in Gunnison. It's no place like going to Gunnison, and they're in your face the whole time with that attitude. So I think we should just try to match that.
It's always fun. You get a free T-shirt, why not?
Free t-shirt. All right, question of the day. You have to choose one of the three things. Would you rather choose cake,